homeward bound, coast of New England.
He's at 6'2" feet.
The Navy. See a recruiter or call toll-free. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
He's got it away in the zone. He's got to get out of the way. Right here. Yeah, but he's got it away in the zone. He's got to get out of the way. Wait a minute now, Tommy, right? You call Reggie out a second. Right. The guy's there. He can't stand in front of the way. He doesn't hold it. Wait a minute now. He can't stand in the way. Tommy, listen, first of all, the ball's a line drive, right? Yeah. Okay, if the guy picks up the ball, he thinks Russell's going to catch the ball. Now he starts heading back towards first. And Billy throws the ball to first. I mean, what do you want? He was standing there. He made no attempt. He's standing right in front of the bat. What do you want the guy to do? That's a damn crime, Marty.
On hostile Yankee turf, a Dodger manager laments a key decision of the '78 World Series. A dispute destined to be enshrined as another memorable World Series moment in this, the 75th anniversary of baseball's Fall Classic. Dodger faithful came hopeful that the miracle Yankees and their new manager, Bob Lemon, would be subdued at last, and that 1978 would bring redemption for their Dodgers and Tom Lasorda. Captain Davy Lopes came dedicated to victory, not for his team alone, but for number 19, Jim Gilliam, his recently fallen friend, who had long honored the Dodger uniform both as player and coach.
Jim Gilliam.
The fact that second baseman Davy Lopes had a superlative playoff series against the Phillies with 5 extra base hits was not surprising.
Come on, Davey!
Manager Lasorda and Dodger fans all believe that Lopes was the ignition that made the Dodgers go.
Run for the devil, Davey.
But now at age 32, newfound power merged with speed. When Lopes launched his second home run of Game 1, he proved that sometimes he was not only the Dodger ignition, but the accelerator as well. Playing like a man possessed, he knocked in 5 of the first 6 Los Angeles runs to send Dodger Stadium into emotional overdrive. After a subpar regular season, Dusty Baker's bat came to life in Game 1. Leading off the Dodgers' second against Yankee starter Ed Figueroa, he connected for the first run of the game. It was the beginning of the end for the Yankees' 20-game winner, and the first of 3 hits for the rejuvenated Baker, whose power had slipped from 30 to 11 homers in 1978. Meanwhile, the reconstructed left arm of the bionic Tommy John forced the Yankees to beat the ball harmlessly into the turf. 18 of the first 23 putouts were ground balls. Working on his second straight postseason shutout, the veteran's off-speed stuff tantalized New York as he surrendered but 2 harmless hits over the first 6 innings. With a a 7-0 lead, John seemed unbeatable. But Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, had singled in the second, and the crafty southpaw knew his big lead could disappear quickly against these Yankees. Tiring, John got a 3-1 pitch up. Up and out. Way up. The blow's distance more than its consequences seemed to embarrass John. But the moment belonged to Reggie, who had now hit 6 home runs over his last 4 series games, breaking Yankee immortal Lou Gehrig's World Series record. When Tommy John weakened, another Port-Sider, flame-throwing reliever Terry Forster, came in to strike out 3 of the 5 hitters he faced. He ended it with back-to-back whips of Paul Blair, and then Roy White. With an 11-5 victory, Tommy Lasorda was exuberant. His Dodgers now led 1 game to none. Game 2, Dodger Stadium, where a healthy catfish hunter is a different pitcher than the man the Dodgers humbled last year. He coaxes a 2-1 lead into the 6th as he pitches against an old nemesis, Ron Cey. Remembrance of things past. The Penguin swallows the catfish once again. With this 3-run shot and an earlier single in the 4th, Cey knocked in all 4 Dodger runs. Hunter pitched well, but tonight Cey owns Hunter, and seemingly that's enough. Except that the Dodger starter, knuckle curve ace Bert Happy Hooton, was in constant trouble. In the 3rd inning, Jackson's up, Thurman Munson on first, Roy White on second.
All right, Hooten, get tough.
Jackson slashes a double to right. Reggie Smith bobbles the ball, allowing both runners to score. But the Yankees wouldn't score again until the 7th, when Hooton finally tires.
Still throwing good, huh? 2-3, yeah, well, that's a fact. It's only natural. Just bring that in for series, I guess. Beg pardon? We're just bringing that in for the series. You guys can all stay all. Oh, I didn't know the rule on that. What is that? You didn't. I say that's. Yeah. How's your brother Sats, Bill? Sats? Yeah, Hats, yeah. You want to be a pitcher? Well, I haven't decided yet. Okay. I mean, this is the World Series. You got to give me a little time. I got to make a decision here. Well, what do you think I should do? Take him out or leave him in? All right, I'm going to take him in. Who? Forster, the left-hander.
A Yankee run in the 7th makes it 4-3 Dodgers. Now it's the 9th inning, and Bucky Dent opens with a single. But Dodger fans seem unfazed. Enter wonderkind Bob Welch to center stage. A 21-year-old flamethrower just 1 year off the college campus. Reggie Jackson digs in. A classic 9th inning confrontation. Bucky Dent poised at second. Paul Blair at first. 2 out. Mr. Cool, the kid with only half a season in the majors, against Mr. October, a 12-year veteran. Pitches, 4 foul balls, 6 minutes of classic nail-biting drama. Strike 3. The Dodgers win 4-3. Delirium, ecstasy, anger, frustration. And yet, even 2 games up, there's still that Bronx Stadium 3,000 miles away, yet to conquer. Baseball fever. From the West Coast to the East, 40 million fans came out to the ballpark to catch it all year. And in New York, the Yankee fever was still alive. Over 2 million fans witnessed the incredible comeback all season. Now everyone wanted to see if the Yankees could do it again. Pinstripe legend Joe DiMaggio throws out the first ball. Down 2 games to none, New York fans hope for the kind of comeback that has become the trademark of the '78 Yankees. In Don Sutton, the Yankees faced a pitcher with the most wins in Los Angeles Dodger history. But a Yankee veteran with a new lease on life was out to change that. Day of free agents and changing faces, Roy White has spent 14 years in Yankee pinstripes. His homer in the first off Sutton was a reminder of just how much this quiet man has meant to Yankee continuity. With a 25-3 record, Ron Guidry quite simply had the greatest single season of any pitcher in Yankee history. But in Game 3, Guidry and even Dodger hero Davey Lopes were reduced to supporting players when the Yankees' Greg Nettles gave a pulsating, definitive seminar on the art of third base play. Watch. His acrobatics robbed Los Angeles of several hits and possibly some 7 runs. Uncanny baseline smarts, Nettles performed his whirling dervish act not once, but twice with the bases loaded. Bob Lemon, quote, "In 41 years, I've never seen anyone play third base better than that." Reggie Smith, quote, "Nettles' performance was the turning point of the series." Best of all for the Yankees, Nettles did it when they desperately needed a win. When Guidry, by his own admission, left his fastball in the bullpen. Houdini couldn't have done it better. It's said the test of a great pitcher is to win without his best stuff. Louisiana Lightning went the route while walking 7 and striking out only 4. But the Yankees won 5-1 and now trailed the Dodgers by only 1 game. Before Game 4, a low-keyed Greg Nettles looked human after all. Thanks to Nettles' magic glove, the 75th World Series had taken on a new dimension. But Tom Lasorda was determined not to let it bother his Warriors.
Let's go. Aggressive and determined, that's all. Good luck, David. Have a good day. Come on. Let's all have a good day. Something good is going to happen to you.
When the dangerous Reggie Smith came to bat in the 5th, with Lopes on first and catcher Steve Yeager camped at second, Lasorda sounded like a prophet. A beleaguered Ed Figueroa might even say clairvoyant. Once Smith ripped him for a home run and a 3-0 Dodger lead. Could it be that Big Gun Smith and Steve Garvey would finally ignite? Regardless, with clutch pitcher Tommy John holding the Bronx Bombers at bay, it looked like Smith's opening salvo might be enough. Certainly Dodger infielder Ron Say's work at third base helped. Greg Nettles might have a patent on his magic act, but Say showed him some tricks of his own. Since the Dodgers' play at short and second had been less than spectacular, Say's proficiency at third and Steve Garvey's at first were critical. The Penguin might wobble, but he gets the job done. The Dodgers held their 3-0 lead into the sixth. But then White singled to extend his postseason hitting streak to 9 games. And Munson walked. Then Reggie Jackson stepped in. Jackson had planted a Tommy John fastball over 400 feet in game 1. This time, he stroked a clean single to right. A determined Roy White scored, and the Yankees were on their way back. Reggie on first. Thurman Munson on second. And sweet Lou Piniella at the plate. Tommy John trying to hold a 3-1 lead. The stage is set for the biggest play of the series. Russell drops the line drive, gets the course at second, but hits Jackson with a relay to first, and Munson scores from second base.
He's got it away in the zone. He's got to get out of the way. Right here. Yeah, but he's got it away in the zone. He's got to get out of the way. Now, Tommy, right? You call Reggie out at second. Right. The guy's there. He can't stand in front of the way. He doesn't hold it. Wait a minute now. He can't stand in the way. Tommy, throw him ball. Hold it. He stood right in the way. Gotta get it. Tommy, listen. First of all, the ball's a line drive, right? Yeah. Okay. If the guy picks up the ball, he thinks Russell's going to catch the ball. Now he starts heading back towards first. And Billy throws the ball to first. I mean, what do you want? He was standing there. Bill, he made no attempt. He's standing right in front of the bat. What do you want the guy to do? He's got to get out of the way. He's got to get out of the way. He's got to get out of the way. Tommy, don't spit at me now. Where do you want him to go, Tommy? He's got to get out of the way. Don't spit at me now. Where's the donut? Tommy, he threw the ball. He's the guy standing in the guy. What's the guy standing in front of the base? Tommy, wait a minute. He's standing right here. Everyone, he's standing right here. He can't stand it. Wait a minute now. Hey, don't show me up. I'm not showing you up. All right, this is a big game. I understand that, but wait a minute. The guy's standing there in the ledge. He's starting back towards first, and he throws the ball. He cannot stand in the way. Tommy, he can do it. Tommy, he didn't do it intentionally. Tommy, he didn't do it intentionally. He's got to give the guy a right to throw the ball. That's a damn shame, I'll tell you that. He stood right up the base. That's a damn crime, Marty.
The Lasorda, the very act of Jackson standing in the path of Russell's throw constituted interference. But National League umpire Frank Cooley ruled no wrongful intent, therefore no interference. The Yankees creep within a run. The lethal Thurman Munson at bat in the bottom of the eighth. 1 out. Colbert at second, thanks to a single and White's sacrifice bunt. Munson covers a double to left, and Blair races home to make it a 3-3 tie. Rich Gossage, whose tireless right arm keyed the Yankees' late-season comeback, makes his second strong relief appearance of the series. He scorches Dodger Reggie Smith. Then repeats the favor against the luckless Steve Garvey. Dodger wonder boy Bob Welch matches the Gossage heat. He burns Nettles. A hurting Chris Chambliss feels the flame. Then it's pinch hitter Jim Spencer's turn. Extra innings, middle of the 10th. Still 3-3. Welch fidgets because Jackson has singled, moving Roy White into scoring position. Reggie, who had been humbled by Welch in Game 2, calls time to give some advice to Lou Piniella, the next man up. Jackson returns to first base as the partisan crowd pleads, Lou, Lou, Lou. One of the game's best pure hitters waits. White tenses. Vanilla clubs a high fastball. Roy White scores the gamer, and the Yankees win 4-3. And the team that has returned from the dead so many times this year has done it again to deadlock the series at 2 games apiece. Poets say as the moon waxes and wanes, it plays funny tricks, even in World Series games. Watch. Spikes high, breeze on by, but never say die, here's mud in your eye. If you find yourself all alone, crawling, crawling, crawling home, hey, don't moan, you're not alone. Hold the phone. When you're in the middle of your action, sometimes it's smart to change your traction and get a different type of reaction. Going places. Feet and faces. Meeting in the strangest places. Safe at last. Poetry on the base paths, sometimes comic. Here's a fan who'd know. The king of comedy himself, Bob Hope, ready to throw out the first ball for Game 5. With the series tied, Game 5 had to be the biggest challenge of young Jim Beatty's life. With 8 series hits already, shortstop Bill Russell put Beatty to a 3rd inning test. That man again, Davey Lopes on first. Russell gets his pitch. Lopes motors all the way from first. The throw is late, and the captain, who's played his heart out, scores to put the Dodgers ahead 2-0. Munson struggles to get his aching legs upright. Nothing new here. The man's played hurt all year. This grit symbolized the spirit of the incredible Yankee team comeback in 1978. Yankee stars had to play with pain over a long season. Talented reserves like Brian Doyle, subbing for the injured Willie Randolph, contributed to the Yankee team comeback with their aggressive play. It may have been the hard way, but it was working.
It wasn't really that close. You could have come in the other way, really. Make sure you're all right, Brian. We got plenty of time now. Hit your breath.
Hurt or not, the Yankees never gave up, as Thurman Munson proved. Just when it looked like an injury might force him to the bench, the Yankee captain exploded with 5 RBIs in 1 game. But Munson had all kinds of pinstripe company as the Yankees bruised Dodger pitching unmercifully. It didn't matter who served them up. 18 hits, 16 of them singles, a World Series record. Batting 9th, shortstop Bucky Dent slapped 3 hits and continued in the World Series what he had begun in postseason play.
That's the way to go. The right man in the right spot. Attaboy.
And if Bucky Dent was pleased, then Jim Beatty had to be ecstatic. The former Dartmouth basketball star had come far since that tear-filled June day when he lost to the Red Sox and was shipped to the minors. When he grabbed Bill Russell's comebacker to end Game 5 He had pitched his first complete Major League game ever and sent his team back to Dodger Stadium with a 3-2 series lead. Back to L.A. for Game 6, where over 3 million Dodger fans caught baseball fever during the regular season and established a new attendance record. Former Dodger great Duke Snider and these fans honestly felt their home field meant salvation. Many thought the Dodgers would cuff Catfish Hunter around one more time. No better place to start than with the irrepressible Davy Lopes leading off. Up and away. Goodbye. The Catfish looked like he might be in for a quick hook when Lopes homered. They could only hope that their captain had finally righted the listing Dodger ship. But Hunter, like many successful control pitchers, was notorious for giving up homers early and then playing hard to get. Once he settled into his groove, the North Carolina farmer could still be stingy when it counted. But the Yankees had two big surprises. Brian Doyle, an unknown rookie when the World Series began, and Bucky Dent, who had suffered through an injury-prone, disappointing regular season. Although batting 8th and 9th in the order, Doyle and Dent produced 17 base hits. And defensively, they flat outplayed the Dodgers up the middle, no question. Who in their wildest Walter Mitty fantasies would have envisioned this? Beatty, even Hunter, unlikely heroes. But Doyle and Dent, they had to besiege Tommy Lasorda, muttering to himself.
Who is that? Clyde Slater or Paul Wanger? Them two guys must have 7 hits between them. Huh? Who did that?
You could hardly blame Tom Lasorda, Mr. Optimism, for his disappointment. It had to be tough to see it all slip away for yet another year. And this time in front of his hometown fans. It was most disheartening for Lasorda and Dodger ace Don Sutton. A portrait of a losing team's frustration, a winning team's elation. Even laconic Bob Lemon was on cloud 9. His Yankees had become the first team to win 4 straight after losing the first 2.
Hell of a job. Borrow your mirror, I'll come back and pitch.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, which star glitters brightest of them all? Is it Reggie Jackson who got sweet revenge against Bob Welch by pulverizing a fastball to close out the Yankees' 7-2 win? Granted, Mr. October lived up to his name, but in this 75th anniversary of the World Series, there were other stars who glittered brightly as well. Captain Davy Lopes bedeviled the Yankees with his newfound power stroke. Other Dodgers also sparkled, most notably Ron Cey, whose defensive gems and timely swings gave the Dodgers an early edge. But once again, the Yankee stars eclipsed the Dodger victory hopes. Sparked by the play of Greg Nettles at third, the 78 Yankee mirror caught the light of other heroes. Resilient Goose Gossage pitched shutout ball while stifling the Dodgers 3 separate times. Catfish Hunter pitched like the living embodiment of Yankee resurgence. Thurman Munson used his bat and his typical true grit in the field to say, "I'm still here." While a late bloomer rookie pitcher Jim Beatty announced with his right arm, "Hey, I've arrived." World Series pressure lifted Brian Doyle to a performance he understandably called the greatest experience of my life. Days earlier, when Bunky Dent inched his 3-run homer over Fenway's left field wall to win the crucial playoff game against the Red Sox, it was like an omen for this Yankee team that had scratched its way back from oblivion. A foretelling of a time when this same Bucky Dent would prophetically win the MVP award in this, the 75th anniversary of baseball's Fall Classic.